Hi everyone. I hope I'm live. Let me see if I'm live. Not sure. Let's double check. Oh, actually I'm live. Perfect. Hi everyone. Good evening. Good morning. Where are you watching this video? How are you? Oh, thank you so much for all of you being here, for all of your likes, shares, comments. And I'm just seeing that, I don't know, I can't see it here, but I'm seeing this later on in the back end that I have new members. Thank you so much, guys. I so appreciate it. Oh my God, I think I have one from overseas. I have Joelle, and I have Rita Glow. Rita, I see Rita. Am I correct? I cannot see it here. I just saw, now it vanished again. So thank you so much, guys, for being for all of your incredible comments. I love it so much. I love the high quality discussions, and the way you see things is similar to how I see it. It's a great conversation, and I reply to pretty much all of you. It's just so great. I love this. I love this high quality level, and I'm so proud that my channel is attracting so many great individuals like you. And thank you so much for being here and for all of your support. So Ria, hi. I say Rita, but it's Ria. Hi. So great. So, oh my goodness gracious, what the hell happened today? Again, another maniac day of this trial. Like, what is happening? Guys, there's just so much to talk about. I made so many notes just about this person. I don't even know where to begin about this person. Like, where do I start? Like, I made several notes about academic. As an academician myself, I was like, what is this? And then I don't know about maybe her mental health, I don't know, or about her sociological impact of what she's doing, and also beside of everything else, the way she manipulated or tried to manipulate the jury. And I will prove it to you, I will show it to you. I took screenshots. I was like, what are you doing? Unbelievably unprofessional. You can't do that. You can't turn around, chit chat, or make like, I will show you the gesture that she did eye to eye to the jury. Oh my God, what are you doing? I mean, it's just too much. Just too much. And then she talked about the data with Hoslong, you know what I'm talking about, that search at 227. Totally confusing. Again, another confusing day. Another hi Ria, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh, thank you so much for becoming a member. I'm so happy that you're here. And the way she, like, again, another completely confusing, data after data after data. This is exactly why me as a cancer scientist founded our cancer nonprofit organization, to simplify cancer information to the public. This is exactly why I founded it 11 years ago. We are on 11th year. Cancer Education and Research Institute. Go and subscribe also to our YouTube channel, because I see this in academia, in medicine all the time. You see the patients and the families, they do like a family day, they invite like a conference, and then the professors like doing all this graphic and data and graphics and what have you, and clinical trials and da da da, and you check the patients, you check the families, they're like, and often, and then after 10 minutes, they're like zoomed out. 1.5 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours of conference, in first 10 minutes, 5 minutes, they're zoomed out. They're just like robot nodding. And this is exactly what this is. I don't give a crap if you are this ultra, we will get to her academic, whatever, accomplishments, what have you, and you come to as a witness and confuse the heck out of people. What are you, why are you there? Are you there for commercials? As an ad? Hire me, hire me, hire me. Look what I did, and we will get to that. No academician, I've never seen my entire life. I've been an academician my half of my life. I've never seen anything like this. No academician would act like this. Every single academician has done as a normal thing to do all the journals and editing journals and peer-reviewed articles. We all do that. It's our job. Academicians do that. We are sitting in committees, we are sitting on boards, we are doing peer-reviewed articles, we are invited to do academic, we all do that. I still do. Because that's what you do. That's nothing ultra special. What is this? I mean, it's just, and did you notice, I couldn't believe it. Guys, this is just a mania. And let me tell you this, because I know exactly why she acted like this. These type of people, young generation are now full in academia like this. And I'm so happy I'm out of academia and I'm running my own cancer nonprofit organization, because these type of young people, and I'm telling you, even undergrads right now, undergrads, when they give a presentation, a scientific presentation, they are all over Instagram, all over social media. They are presenting themselves and pumping themselves as they are a full professor. And that was even 6 years ago. When I see this on the students who followed me on social media, from all over the world. It's all over the world. The young generation are this, and thanks to social media, and thanks to COVID, every academician is now hanging out on Twitter, hanging out on LinkedIn, hanging out on Instagram, hanging out on Facebook. Do your goddamn job. How do you even have time for that? When we were academicians, there was no social media. We would go and be invited in these gigantic conferences. We would go there, do our keynote presentation to like a worldwide audience, and that was it. That's what you do. But now even undergrads are presenting themselves and giving like this pose, you know, like this, and then there's like all this on the writing of the text of the social media text. These people are full in academia right now, and it is hard to, it's unbelievable like narcissistic. I mean, there is no other way to say it. That you can't go through, you can't say anything wrong. Everything is like they don't, even when you go to now to the ER. Even when you go there, these young ER doctors, the way they treat you. I've experienced this. I had a severe accident. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it. Do you see this? And I had a severe accident. And I was in the ER for 4 days. And this is a Harvard affiliated hospital. I was like, probably I had the whole body, like I had broken bones and like whole left side. My ribs and stuff, and I was like lying down there coming from the ambulance, and then this young ER doctor, he was just pressing all the points. I'm like, ah! You know, when you have broken bones and they're pressing on it, I'm like, ah! And I was like, almost like, oh, I almost was about to touch his arm. He's like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. What are you doing? Like, it's just unbelievable. And another one in the ER that was also during the pandemic, when I went to the ER for something abdominal, I went there, we had all masks on, and I had some in the period double masks on, double masks. And because of my the N95s wasn't available, so I had to wear a double mask, 3 layer. And I can't walk. I have abdominal issues. The CT will be taken. This dude, young ER doctor, stopped everything, stopped all the symptoms, stopped questioning my symptoms, and discussed with me how I'm supposed to wear a mask. I didn't even, like, I was in such a pain, I didn't even mention, like, excuse me, like, you are a new doctor here at Harvard. I was 10 years ago faculty at Harvard. Like, I'm a scientist. Have you ever been in the lab? Have you ever worked with viruses? What are you talking about? Who are you talking to? I mean, you are an MD, I'm a PhD. I was my entire life in the lab working with viruses. What are you talking about? So, I mean, what I'm saying is I couldn't even say all of this because I was in pain. And he just stopped and discussed with me how I'm supposed to wear a mask. This is a problem. And remember, I discussed everything from the sociological, psychological, mental health, physical perspective. This is maniac, and this is problematic in the field in science. Can we trust scientists anymore when these are so arrogant? When we talk, can we trust MDs? Who can we trust anymore when we see these ultra narcissistic maniacs that they're out there and you can't even open your goddamn mouth? I have done all of this. Yeah, we got it. You are an academician. We all do it. It's just so bizarre. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. No academician would do that, would talk like this, ever. And what I have found so unbelievable, and that shows exactly her reasoning why she does it, her psychology, and that is whenever Alali asked about her credentials, she said, that's a great question. I have done this. And Lali asked, what about your this credentials? She's like, that's a great question. I have done this. What? It's a great question? About what? About asking you your credentials? There's so many things wrong with that, because when you ask that's what in science, for example, when we give a presentation, there are people asking you questions, and we are a little bit like, it's not trained, but your mentors would give you tips that saying that whenever the audience asks you a question, it's good to say, oh, that's a great question, but if you say it, if it actually is, and about the topic, not about you, if about the topic, it's a great question. I mean, when Lani would ask about her data, then she may, which is absolutely inappropriate for a witness to say to a lawyer, that's a great question. That's why you're there. You are there, you are hired, even given money to answer those questions. You know the question's a great question. Not also great question about that, great question about her. And she did it twice. I noted it right away. She did it twice. It's a great question. I have done this work. And then you ask again, what about this credential? She's like, oh, that's a great question. I have done this. No one talk like this. Guys, this is just nuts. And then this exaggerated laughter. You are not there for a show. You are not there for your commercials. And she did it twice. Once with Lali and once with what's the other guy? The other defense? Not Jackson, but what's his name? Yannetti. She did that with him too. You can be friendly, that's no problem. Like, I'm sorry, I did this. Fine, but what's that? I hate when people do this. Like, why are you here? It's just trying too hard, and that's the insecurity. Now let me show you this. And then after this, her facial expression, I will show you when she actually tried to, I don't know what to say, manipulate the jury or what, but you can't do that. You just can't. What you doing? So I hope my slides go through. Hopefully my computer doesn't freak out. Come on. It just was working. Now what is happening? Oh my god. Come on. Yeah, in the meantime, when my computer trying to calm itself down, let me just answer question. Ria. Exactly. She acted like a know-it-all and laughing. Just not professional at all. No grace. Exactly. I want to know why the prosecution is so unshakable on trying to prove things that just don't make sense. Exactly. I mean, I don't know. What are you trying? It's just, even if you bring these experts in, you need, as a prosecution, just tell us, what the hell is this? What is this? From her explanation, let's talk about her explanation as my computer trying to calm itself down and I can finally see my slides here. I'm trying as I'm talking, so let's move to the topic and then I will come back as my computer moves the slides. So let's talk about her data. Like, what is she? So did any one person understood what the hell she talking about? So she is saying that 227 was an artifact. It just means the tab was open and she made a search. So what are you saying? Are you saying that this HOS long blah 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 just appeared out of nowhere? I don't get it. I try to rewind it and listen again and again and again. What is she trying to say? I couldn't make any sense. Did it appear out of nowhere? The data shows it was there. She doesn't deny it wasn't there. But she has an artifact because of the tab was open. So the tab was open, she searched something else, but that appeared out of nowhere? What? I mean, I don't get it. If somebody gets it, let me know, because it seems like nobody got it. What I still don't get it, did that appear? From where? I mean, it's even worse that she says it was searched before, but the data shows it was there 227. I don't know, guys, like, this was like a clear hire, and that pisses me off when scientists just for money do that. She was so proud of her work and la 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 la, but that didn't make any sense. The data was there, the search was there, and you say it's an artifact because the tab was open and was searched, something else was being searched, like the sports team. But where did this writing coming from? Somebody must have typed it. I don't know. I don't understand what she's talking about. Oh my God. Why is my computer not working with me? Come on, man. Please, 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 please. Okay. So next topic. Hi everyone, by the way, whoever is here, thank you so much for being here, and like, share, subscribe, comment. I so appreciate you being here. So as my computer, I will show you her face, but like how she manipulated the jury, or tried to. My computer, why are you doing this? I can't switch the slides, come on. Okay. Let me try it in the way. Nope. I still try. It still will work. I think my computer is just slow. I don't know. It's just was literally working right before I went live, so I don't know. Exactly, yes. Kirsten O'Brien says, my son does computer science for the government, and he watched his with me, and he said the prosecution only allowed her that search So she didn't get the deleted info. It showed as artifact. Exactly. And that was the last sentence was pointed out by the defense, saying that were you allowed? And she said only this data by the yesterday's lieutenant Berkowitz. No, not Berkowitz. I don't know what his name was. Like the yesterday's the nerd, the lieutenant. He only gave limited data to look at, and she made based on that limited data her analysis. This is just crap. This has nothing to do with science. And she comes on like I'm a scientist and these and that. Come on. She should have rejected that. This is just nuts. If she has all the credentials she's so proud of and display that as a commercial, she should have denied. If she had integrity and ethics, scientific ethics, she would have said this data is limited and I cannot make sense of it. But of course, when she, I mean, maybe they were just like telling you, just say it what it is. And then she said, okay, this is an artifact. Maybe, to be fair, she said, excuse me, this is an artifact. Can you give me more data so that I can look into what the hell this is? Maybe the police said, no, don't do, no, we don't, just, that's it, that's enough. That's also possibility, to be fair. And I'm fair here. Fairness is everything. Okay, so we don't know what the hell this interaction was, but maybe she said, I'm fine, totally fine, just give me the money, I'll look into it, artifact, fine, whatever. Or she said, you know what, it's an artifact I can look deeper into and see whatever the hell this is, because it doesn't make any sense. And maybe the police said, stop, no, that's perfect. It's perfect. That's exactly our theory. You know, on my channel, we always do the fair analysis. That is what scientific analysis is all about, right? Exactly, Ria, absolutely. Kristen says, you need to have from start to finish, and if there is a delete and research, it goes into different categories she couldn't access. Exactly. She tried to, didn't work for me. She was so full of herself and ignorant. They just wanted to put this into minds of everyone, whether correct or exactly. And I think, yes, exactly. So I think, and I totally agree, she was only about herself and it was hard to watch. Again, Kirsten, if you looked at what I just described in the beginning about this as an academician, as a scientist, so how we academicians act, I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. And I'm half of my entire life was academician, so no, I don't care if you get money. This is not a commercial platform. This is like no, that's no, not at all. We don't. No. And and about the phone, what I also noted here is that, let me see, several things I noted here. So regarding the phone, They all knew. The Alberts, the McCabe's, no one can tell me that these people regarding phone, how to use a phone, how to do the phone thing, they just didn't know. As a Brian Alberts is a detective, full-blown detective, and a cop for 30 years, and like a special agent uncovering the secret and most secret detailed cases and become famous for that. No one can tell me these people had no clue, like McCabe, John McCabe, Jennifer McCabe said, like she has zero clue what the hell she's doing. No one can convince me on that. No one. They did. Let's recap. Factory reset. Card taking out. Card dumped in 2 separate dumpsters. In an army, places where it will be destroyed for security purposes. Deleted texts, deleted calls, searches, deleted searches. What are we talking? And they playing so dumb in an iPhone. I mean, I'm an older generation, yeah. I still know like the that you just dial, right? Like these cell phones, I had the tiny phones. As anyone in that generation, I'm Gen X, so we still have this phones like the small tiny phones, Nokia or something, or Motorola, and that you do butt dials. I don't even know when you, in your smartphone lock screen with your butt, you lock it off and somehow sit not only in all apps but just the dial icon, and then in that dial icon there's 3 tabs like the key, right, the key, and then the calls and the whatever, and then you just like, you know, butt dial whichever these 3 tabs. What? I mean, come on, man, come on. No one can convince me that it's zero idea, as John McCabe just said that she did. And why is my computer not working? Come on, man. I have such great pictures to show you. Oh my god. Why is my computer not working? Then yeah. So why my computer's I don't know what the hell my computer's doing, but in the meantime, let me read the comments. And thank you so much for being here, guys. It's so nice to chat with you here on Friday night. Finally, like, getting into the weekend. Let me see. My computer doesn't work. Oh my god. Come on. I want to show you so many things. Why? Ugh, come on, seriously. I swear, it probably, when I end the live stream, my computer will work. I don't know. So, let's see. Yes, exactly. Kirsten said, I'm a nurse practitioner and nothing would make me embarrass myself like that for anyone because I've integrity. Exactly what I was just saying. Exactly. And if I couldn't answer, I would admit it. She led everyone to believe that she was thorough. Exactly. That's, oh my God, you couldn't say it any better because I couldn't say it any better. I'm sorry about that. So what I meant was absolutely, because ethics is so critical, not only in science, it matters, in just everything in life. That's why I do always, for me, sociological perspectives are so important. Integrity, ethics, come on, guys. It's just about marketing. So and they don't get it, like her commercials, her, like, oh, here, look at me. It's not about you. Your everything that comes out of your mouth has consequences, meaning for your either someone will go to jail or not. Does she understand the severity of this? I don't understand. Like, does anyone get this? I'm so pissed about this. With her, one single thing coming out of her mouth, one person either go to jail for life or not. Like, what are we doing here? Oh, Kirsten, thank you so much. You're here too. Thank you so much. I so appreciate your comments. Thank you so much. The search, Ria says, the searches, the text, the missing dog, the home repair, ditched and deleted phones and texts, the sold house, and they're all connected. Exactly, like, it's just so crazy. But my computer, oh my God, I want to show you so many things because I have so many theories now. Today was like many things just popped in and out of my mind. I was like, what about this? What about that? Maybe this, maybe that. So today would have actually a great video because I have so many things I want you to think about, because it made me think, like, what about this? What about that? So I really please pray that my computer will work. Oh my God. It's just so, why? Oh my God. Please. I want to show you so many great things I prepared for you. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Let me remove all of them and then re-upload, so see what will happen. Exactly. I don't know how they can live with themselves. Yeah, for me as well, like, how they can sleep at night, I just don't know. I don't know how these people can sleep at night. I have no idea. Let me try this again. Put all of this stuff back in and see if that will help. Okay, so let's try this, hopefully work. Thank you for your patience, guys. Sorry about that. My computer is like so old, like 12 years old. I'm really trying hard here because my computer, I don't know. It was literally working seconds before I went live. It will work, but it's just I don't like interruptions, so sorry about that. Okay, let's try this. I'm serious. I don't know. Damn. Oh no. Okay, if this, seriously, after we having this conversation, if this still doesn't work, then maybe I need to do another video, which I don't want to, but because I catched so well her behavior, like, and then the second section is the way she manipulated the jury. I have to show this to you. It's just so important, from where I come from. I mean, from where I come from in this analysis. Hold on. Oh, how am I supposed to do this? Okay, whatever. Let me just read you guys' comments. I'm patient. Take your time. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you guys. It's just, I don't know. Why is my computer not doing? Let me close some other apps in the background. Maybe that will help. Okay. Good. So maybe this will help after it calms down a little bit. So as it does this, maybe I will come back. The other thing I want to say is so the car, right? The car analysis with that police, state police. He seemed also a nerd. He was also working under the other nerd lieutenant from yesterday. He seemed also very knowledgeable. I cannot say that he wasn't knowledgeable, but they were all, and I think if you watched it, the very last moment, I mean, Jackson was out of his mind today. He was so, like, I don't know what the hell happened to him. He was so pissed that he barely let him speak. At the end, when he was cross examination, he was talking over, and that person was already speaking so fast and roll over his words. It was a mess, a hot mess, and the judge several times said, what? That you can't do that, just stop. And Jackson was like literally trying to, he had barely patient, and apparently, and then when they pulled out the jury, and then he testified without the jury, and then when he left, the Jackson popped out why he was so angry, and he was so angry. And turns out that he pointed out that the state is literally manipulating these witnesses and making them testify on and make stuff like they agree on a certain line of the story. Jackson was so pissed, but I don't know if that's seriously his problem, because since yesterday, as the experts coming in, let me tell you this, maybe he feels from the back of his mind, that's why he's so like anxious and angry, that he may think, you know, that the jury is starting to believe them, and there's things to prove, but I don't think, I think the jury is lost. Let me tell you this. The jury is lost. Because I don't even think, because this is now the second jury gone. And they are so anxious today that this will be a mistrial, and that will be awful. And I don't appreciate, of course we don't know what on earth happening with the jury, but if you commit, you commit all the way through. If it's a medical emergency, I get it, but if you are so bored, then again, why are these people not understanding? Lives are matter here. Lives are mattering. Either this person go to jail for life, or I don't know. You decide. Take this seriously, man. I heard from one of the news anchor today that the majority of the jury doesn't, the majority of the jury doesn't even have a notebook in their hands. What? Are they just like this? Just taking in and remembering everything? What is this? Even I have to take notes so that in the evening I can even know what I'm talking about on these details, because we all will forget because we are so busy in our minds, right? I mean, this is serious stuff. So coming back to the car thing, I think he was a nerd, he was an expert too. He was going through the data. Jackson was pissed, so he believes that, and I saw this in the news, that he said he has absolutely no idea what he's talking about. He misinterpreted the data, and I don't know, guys. But what I find important for the jury, because jury needs something simple, and that video that he was backing up full speed, I think that is something stick in people's brain instead of all the data and data and data and data. Like that video, I mean, listen, when I saw that video, my thought was, wait a minute, did she even do that? I mean, it was possible. Why not? And I will show you this graphic that I saw today about where they found the items, their location of each item with like the red arrows, right? Because here's the thing. We know that Karen Reed was acting like a little bit like a maniac, right? Like driving there, driving south, driving north, whatever, and calling 53. I don't know, but she was drunk like crazy. So the thing is, did she back up like this? Because the problem here is she changed her story several times. And I want to show you the goddamn the picture with the graphic where they put the items. So when she hit him, for example, like she backed up. Number one, why would she back up like that? Like, what was her purpose? When she go further and then she stops and then she's like, was she thinking like, oh my god, I want to say something to John or something? I don't know. Why would she back up like this? Nobody knows. Maybe she also doesn't know, or she doesn't say. She remembered and doesn't say. And she sticks to the story that I saw him go inside. Maybe she never saw him go inside. Maybe he was there getting off the car and she doesn't even remember if he went inside. Also possible. I don't know, guys. I mean, it's just... So when you see the car, like the graphic that they showed, where they saw was the final resting place of John O'Keefe, and then next to him, right next to him, is the glass, and on the street are these three pieces of that taillight. So she backs up, hits him, it cracks, that the taillights crack right there, and he still has his, because the proximity of the glass and him final resting place is like next to each other. So he gets hit, she runs further, she runs away, and he, in his hand, you know, like stumbling, and then falls off the lawn and then drops the glass or something. Or she comes back and then hits him and he jumps over and loses his, I don't know, shoe or what have you. I don't know. If first I thought that glass was right there when the three taillight pieces were on the street where they found it, then maybe I thought she was running over, he was already on the lawn, and they were running over, she was running over the glass or something. That's why she hit the bump, like she felt like she's hitting something. I don't know. And then when I saw the next picture that actually the glass and John O'Keefe are next to each other, then I was like, okay, that doesn't even make any sense. So he just goes with the glass and just falls there in the glass in the hand and drops it there. I mean, come on, who believes that? This doesn't even make any sense. Yeah, so let me see. Ria, when you say she wasn't driving, what do you mean by that? Oh my god, my computer doesn't work. Oh my god, why is she doing this? There you go. Okay. Now I should switch into automatic. There you go. Nope. Continue. That wasn't it. Ah, I have to put the other one in there. Hold on guys. Hold on guys. I will put the other one in there too. So, just give me a second. I'll put the other one in there too, since it can go now automatic. I will show you, put you the other ones too. Give me a second. Yes, exactly. This is crazy. Yep. Okay, perfect. So, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. I put this in order so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Put this in order. Yep. I'm glad it worked. At least I could show it to you. Not manually, but automatic. So good. Whew. Almost there, almost there. Okay. Exactly. So, let's try this again. Maybe. Yep, my keys doesn't work, so let's do this automatically. Yep. Let's do this automatically, and let's just do the thing. Okay. Let's see it here. Exactly, yeah. So, okay, so now focus guys, because this is automatic. I cannot have control over this. It goes slowly, but I want you to look her face and I will guide you, direct you at what point she did what. So this is when she's listening. Like who does that? Okay, so this is when she's listening to this objection or what have you. She's waiting and listening to get direction from Lali. And then they go to the sidebar. She does this. She's waiting. And this eyes, guys, I have a video coming up about the eyes. Eyes, 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 eyes. This, when I saw this, I was like, okay, nope, nope, you can't convince me with anything. So here, this is a moment you have to be careful. This is where she's manipulating the jury. And she's like, Lali, okay, they go to the sidebar, like, No, there was objection. And then they said sustain. And then she's like turning. Wait, coming? It's coming. She's like, you know, when the defense objected, she can't do that. She can't do that. When defense objected, and she was like, you know, oh my God. When I saw that, I couldn't believe it. And then she see eye to eye contact with the jury directly as they are talking there. Okay, this is the graphic. Sorry, it's like all over the place. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is a little bit all over the place. I'm so sorry. So here, do you see this? The cop in here, it goes next to each other. The cop and John O'Keefe is right next to each other. This, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's just, this is the video where he was driving backwards and the data of, I have no idea. I mean, it kind of made sense first, but Jackson flipped out. I don't know why. So this is important. So I want to focus on, I want to talk a little bit about this bumper thing. And as a Bostonian, I can 100% talk about this, okay? This was pretty, like, BS. That was really BS. Whatever he said in the beginning, whatever, fine. So let me pause this. I want to pause this. I want to talk about that bumper. Because that, I mentioned this before. Maybe my computer will do its thing. Sorry, but you got it, right? So here, I don't know about what state you are at, but I live in Boston for 18 years, almost 18 years. When I came straight from Europe, okay, when I came straight from Europe, to Boston, the amount of clueless drivers are insanity. To date, until to date, 18 years long, it's just unbelievable. Particularly women drivers. It is, they literally, and I know for a fact because I don't have a car. I mean, I'm a good driver. I drive everywhere with like a rental car, but I'm a biker. I bike in Boston and I'm a pedestrian. How many times within these 18 years, and I bike daily, commute by bike. In Boston, you can do that. I even done this in other states, but as a pedestrian and as a biker, how many times I was almost run over by women drivers from the crosswalk. They're just like, they don't know the brake pedal. Like, that's number one. Number two, I was mind blown seeing people just cannot do a 3-point parking. Parallel parking. Every single, I mean, it's just unbelievable. So you walk on the sidewalk and someone does a parallel parking. In Boston, I don't know about other states, but listen, here, when they park, they bump to the back car, they bump to the front car, they bump back, they bump front. You're like, huh? What? What are you? I mean, I was always in shock. When Bostonians park, bump back, bump front, bump back, bump front, they bump to the car. That's why I was not even single time surprised when she backed up and hit O'Keefe's car and she drove away as nothing has happened. She just boom, touched it, like boom. And that's in Boston normal. Every freaking person does that. I don't understand. Like, as a European, I don't get it. I don't know if you're in other states and you hear this, because I see in other channels comments like people like, what? How she dropped, like bump into that? That's a Bostonian or Massachusetts things, let me tell you that. When they back up backwards, they bump. I've seen this a million times. It's just crazy. That's why I think also when she's drunk, maybe she couldn't distinguish, like, is it a normal bump or is it a bump something else, It very well could be, because they literally bump and they act as nothing even happened. In Europe, if you bump a car when you park, you are doomed. That's how we got trained, because when somebody bumps in your car in parking, you are doomed. But here, bump back, bump front, bump back, bump front, and then you park. Like, whoa! I've never seen anything, but that's, if you watching me from other states, that's a Massachusetts thing. Sad but true, Maryland is literally like New York and New Jersey, which is like whatever. Really? Oh my god, don't get me started with New York. Like, oh my god. New Jersey, Yeah, Boston in pedestrians, like bikers, pedestrians, get hit all the time. Let me tell you this. If you are seeing me here live, just pray, thank you, because I'm thankful every single day that I'm like coming safe at home. After the pandemic, let me tell you this, every single day I'm almost sliced. I'm telling you, look at this. And I am a professional, I was a professional biker. I used to be a mountain bike racer. Like, I'm a biker for 40 years. And I bike pretty much in pretty much all cities around the globe. Like, after the pandemic, let me tell you this, people are like crazy. No patience, aggressive. They just like smashing you through. Bumper cars, exactly. Yes, like bumper cars, bump back, bump front, bump back. It's just literally the parking in Boston is like bumper cars. I think that the moment Karen was panicking, looking for him, also your boyfriend or partner would not really freak out if you did that, looking for them. Yeah. Yeah. I even see cars in the bike lanes. I was just about to say that. And I didn't say it, and you just literally said, you read my mind, because after the pandemic, we had this new bike lanes. I don't know what the hell happened. They think they can drive and park in the bike lane. And let me tell you, I come on, I have an appointment, I go like a pretty good speed, and then in the bike lane, there's a car parking, and the woman sits inside, eats lunch. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Because it puts me in danger. Because suddenly there's a car, I have to maneuver, and there's this traffic coming. And she sits there and eats lunch. And when you say something, they yell at you, like, how dare you bother them? I can do another whole 10-hour video on the mentality. Biking, you can do like I want to do an infrastructure video of United States. And that was even before Buttigieg was this transportation dude. Infrastructure in United States is like third world country, full stop. No country in Europe has this infrastructure. The infrastructure in the United States doesn't exist. The bridges here, and in Boston, we have our huge Charles River, right? Like a gigantic river. It's like a sea, right? And the bridge combines Boston with Cambridge. And so for years, when I was at Harvard, I was using, if I'm not biking, I would use the train to cross over from Cambridge side to the Boston side. And at one point, there was an announcement that the bridge was so rusted that it was a huge danger of the train going, or we have to repair it. And every time the train would go over the bridge, would slow down and would go with like 2 miles per hour over the bridge, and the other train would wait until this train is passed in 2 miles per hour, and then the other train would go. And every time I would say, oh my God, we are in this train, and if the bridge will break and you just fall into the river, you're done. You can't even get out. Guys, it's just, I don't even have words. It's the mentality. I don't care if you have this huge like bike lanes, great thing. If you don't have the mentality and don't understand that's for bikers, and when I park my goddamn car there, I put danger to the biker, and when biker get smashed, hit by a car, I can go to jail. Manslaughter or what have you, I don't know. Guys, it's just unbelievable. So it's so serious. That's why I'm saying, guys, that's why I'm doing this, because the reason I don't give a damn about like this, I'm not like a murder channel or what have you, trial channel. It's important to take lessons out of it. That's why I want to do also this Chad Daybell, Lori Vallow. I have so many details about information about that, because I have a lot of spirituality, fake spirituality videos on my channel, and my mission is also to, ensure that people don't fall into this fake spirituality as I did these videos, and then boom, this Chad Daybell trial, what have you, and kind of came on, and I'm like, oh my God, I must talk about this, because every single thing I see on the fake spirituality channels is 100 million% exact the same what Chad Daybell's and Lori Vallow's words come out of their mouth. 100 million% the same. So very, very important. That's why it's important to take lessons out of this. And so the other thing is, let me see if I can. Let me see. The T, yes, the T. In Boston, we call it the T, exactly. Exactly, 100%. Yes, exactly. I will definitely do the chat table, and because that is just wild. No common courtesy in the world anymore, and that is exactly what I'm talking about. It's just, especially after the after COVID. Let me tell you, people have zero patience, aggressive, everything is full speed, yelling. It's just craziness. And these murder trials, I mean, oh, apropos murder trial, what I want to also talk about is, remember today when they first started and then suddenly there was like this blue chaos with the jury and the camera and what have you. Apparently the pool cameraman, which broadcast or have the camera on for all broadcasters, so he's a pool cameraman, and he was looking at the the courtroom, and one of the jury actually was talking, chit-chatting, and no one told him, the cameraman, that there's a jury still coming in. So 10 minutes in, he's just normal doing his job. 10 minutes in, and then out of a sudden that the jury walks in, and then they stopped. So that was absolutely false. So if they could have told him there's one more jury missing and they're coming still in, then that person, the camera would have go up and show the ceiling. So he wasn't made aware that the jury is late or just chit-chatting with somebody there. Then another jury was dismissed because they were talking, like 3 jury members were talking with the judge, and the judge was saying, like, are you sure did she said it next to you, or did she said this or did that, or this happened, and something happened so that they had to dismiss the jury. And the jury member was apparently the one that took, I just mentioned before that pretty much nobody takes any notes, and that person who was dismissed today had 2 notebooks already, taking full notes. So that's pretty crap. But the reason why I remember that I want to say is that in this trial, when the cameraman showed the jury, and then I blew all the chaos, which is supposed to be, right? Like, this is crazy. This is just not supposed to happen. Guess what? Do you know the Ali Abulaban case with Anna, who the wife he murdered with the friend of hers? That narcissist, like ultra narcissist personality, that TikToker who called his mommy to show and sent the picture of the dead people to the mom and said, here mom, I killed them and kill her and what have you. That guy, that dude who did a show in San Diego court, which was the judge was like a non-existent judge, I don't know. He was like a dreamland. I mean, he was running the show, not the judge. The judge was like, yeah, I'm just sitting here kind of thing. Guess what happened? The first, I didn't want to watch it. I also didn't. I just, one short, I took a look at for the first time. I was listening to this dude and the questioning by the prosecution back and forth there, just like this fight. Guess what happened? I've never seen anything like this. The cameraman shows Abulaban and then turns to prosecution, and behind is the jury. I saw that jury person's, the lady, face. Like, it was blurred, but you could see it. That was a huge mistake, and it was like quickly was moved away. But still, it was still there for like I don't know, 30 seconds, which is quite a bit. Like I remember she had light brown hair, and her hair was like this. She was young, in her, I would say, late 20s, 30s, early 30s. I saw her. Even was blurred, it was clear. I don't know. And so when I remember, I was like, oh my god, what the hell is this? This is so such a low quality. The audio was horrible. Nobody could hear anything. The judge does la 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 land, and the TikToker took over, and the fight there, he does whatever the hell he wants. He says, I mean, it was a hot mess, but the jury person was accidentally shown by like here, literally. I could not believe it. Look at the chaos here, like there was a huge chaos, and look at there, California, San Diego court. Ridiculous, unbelievable. Exactly, but from all of this, right, you just like, if you don't take notes, you can take notes, but you have to leave your notebooks there whenever you go out, like for pause or something. I think you should take notes, because there's so many information, so many data. Yes. 9 women, 6 men. Oh, really? 9 women, 6 men jury? I had no idea. Patty says they took Proctor's word for it, that he called the ring and learned that if video was deleted, there is way to track and retrieve it. He probably called and protected that delete footage. I know, right? That was a maniac. Deleting, I mean, see, that's the thing. And that's, I think, it's the case all about. When the police, they have the tentacles everywhere. And that's exactly what this case is pointing out and make it public. They have the tentacles everywhere. And even in the beginning, we discussed that, right, with Kirsten, we talked about also that how that lieutenant from yesterday gave incomplete data, or limited frame that this scientist would look digital forensic scientist looked into. That's where the artifact is coming from. But artifact from where? Out of nowhere. Where did it appear? That's my question. It doesn't appear from anywhere. Even if it's an artifact and the tap was open. Where did it come from? It is just, they did an Scott Patterson case as well. You're so intuitive. Yes, I'm actually really intuitive. If you are, actually, I would love to invite you on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. I have my regular weekly that I do for years live stream, and that is about empowerment. And people who don't know me don't know that I can see the future. I mean, and that live streams are magical. Let me tell you this, because everything I say in the next moment happens. I invite you to come over. It's all about the Sunday lives are all about our empowerment for the upcoming week. It's a weekly live stream, and I use all my products to show you, and with my intuition, and talk about how we can empower ourselves for that particular week. And ultimately the goal is to go strongly towards our next chapter in our lives. That's my programs are all about. I have two programs, this Fearless Achiever 2.0 program, as well as the Scientist Total Health Transformation Protocol, all helping you to strongly move forward to the next chapter in your life, as well as in your dream life. And these two programs, the way I developed it was because based on my own life and how I did everything in my life, and health-wise saved my own life with no micro specialist at Harvard could not help, and I had to do something. And thanks to my scientific background, I was able to heal myself when I was really, really needing help. And that's why, and I have a very sensitive body, and so I cannot even take any medications or anything like this. And when you go to textbook medicine, they bombard you with like this heavy drugs, and I just cannot take it, and they don't get it. For example, mind-blowing to me, and Kirsten, you can say it also because you are nurse practitioner, right? So you probably know what I'm talking about. I had no idea, and I have been not in the hospital and ER for so long, up until after the pandemic, but before, thank goodness. So then I had a minor surgery. This was right before the pandemic. This was 2020, February 14 even, like on the Valentine's Day. I had a minor surgery, and that was like a maniac. Actually, on the 13th of February 2020, I had a minor surgery, and then it was like, I was like unbelievably pain. Everything went awry. So on the 14 February of Valentine's Day 2020, I was all in the hospital ER. I was like, I am dying from pain, whatever the hell you do, because it was like a huge infection. And so after the surgery, they had to, and that was the purpose also, to get the infection out. And so they had to clean it up again, because it made it a pressure on the tissue. So it was like insanity of pain. And then I was like, do whatever you do, but the pain is so much. So they cleaned it up and then give me painkiller. And then I give you a painkiller. I don't know. For me, painkiller is what? Tylenol, right? I don't know. They gave me something, and I had no idea what they give. If they told me what they would give in, I would say absolutely no. Never. I don't want this. Even though I had no idea what effect it would give on me. So what I literally, they gave that to me, and I was discharged, and I was actually they gave it to me like a pill to drink, and I said I'm hungry, so let me go upstairs in the waiting room and then no, in the foyer, and then eat something and then take the pill, like the painkiller. So I was sitting there and then take the eat something and took the pill, the painkiller. Oh my God. I was like, a, my head was tilting to the side. My entire nervous system was like this. I had no speech. I couldn't speak. I was like neurologically, I was like more and more bending over like this. And literally, like, if I do more, I would go out of camera, but you know what I mean? Like, lumped over to the side, and I just couldn't move. Like, literally 90 degrees, like, down. And I couldn't ask for help. I was like, I couldn't get my words out. My nervous system was like done. I was like, I was nauseous, like a maniac. My entire nervous system was over, like done. I barely, and I see people, but I can't get my words out. And I saw like a girl in a nurse clothing, and I just tried to raise my arm and like doing this, like help me, you know. And then I was just literally went back into the ER, and she run, and she had like this wheelchair, and they pulled me over to the wheelchair, and I was like that in the ER, back to ER again for 5 hours until the night. I was there the whole time, like, oh, and I just was like 5 hours couldn't move. It was so unbelievable. And then I was like barely could speak, but I was keep saying, if I could speak, say, what did you give to me? What did you give to me? What did you give? And then turns out they gave me opioid. Okay. I was like, are you kidding me? How dare you to give me a medicine that without my approval and without even telling me what the hell you're giving? I think you just give a painkiller like Tylenol or what, like this. Normally in hospitals, you tell the person like, oh, you know, can you give it a painkiller? I give you Tylenol, and then that's it. You don't even asked me if I have allergies or something. I could have died there. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And so I just couldn't believe it. And then when they discharged me late in the evening, it was already dark. It was in the winter, like February in Boston. And then it was horrible. And then after pandemic and what have you, in 2021, I had this severe bike accident, and I was in the ER for 4 years. 4 years, oh my God, no. 4 days, not 4 years, oh my God. God forbid. For 4 days, still long. And then later I had to go back because there was something wrong with my hand, and then I pushed them and said, listen, the x-ray didn't see anything, and I pushed them, listen, let's do this, let's do that, and say, okay, let's do the CT. And then they found out that there's in the hand a bone broken, which is a rare bone to break. Only athletes like have that, if ever, and because it's a very hard bone to break, and it was broken, and the entire nerve are attached to that bone. It's a triangle shaped bone there, and they had to remove that. It was broken. So I had a full-blown surgery, and then and that's all happening in Harvard. And then the surgeon said, there was like the fellow who will do the surgery on me, and the assistant professor is next to her, and he says, and I was mentioning that I can't take opioid, I can't. So then she said, we can give you tramadol, which is the lower, like the lesser effective, like we give to elderlies, so it will have a less effect. I said, listen, no, 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 I can't take opioids. I don't, I can't, I won't. So, and then she said, okay, fine. But still I agreed, like, if ever, then trauma, because I will get a huge surgery. So they said, we will give you at least tramadol and the lesser version of that. And then we were just right before the surgery, and before they plugged me in, I had a final conversation, and the assistant professor said, no, we give you the full opioid. And then I was like, no. He's like, yes, we will. I'm like, what? No, you won't. No, you can't give it. No, I don't want this. And then he was like, because how? Because they give it like a bread and butter, like these opioids in the hospital, and after a surgery you need these huge painkillers. But I was like, I can't take it. I can't. So I have a severe neurological reaction to that. And so then the fellow said, don't worry about it, we give you tramadol. And then after the surgery, what have you, when I was to start coming home, after that anesthesia went away, and the anesthesia was from here, they actually put me the anesthesia down here, so only my arm was just totally gone. I mean, I've never had in my life anything like this. It was just so awful, like the feeling of it, just to have no arm or something. Oh my God. So I don't wish this to anybody. And then when I came home, I had this tramadol, the same thing, like lesser degree, but the exact same reaction. And in the ER, when I was doing the accident, when I was staying for 4 days, and when they had this suturing and everything here, and while I was trying to recover from all my hands and here and there, I said, only Tylenol. I can't take anything than Tylenol. So they were all shocked, but I said, I can take it. And so the whole 4 days of the whole injuries, I went through with Tylenol. That's it. Only with the surgery, I was like, okay, fine. If you give tramadol, fine. But even that, I mean, my suggestion is, when you know that it's not good for you, and since then it's all in the record, like this allergy to this, like, no, just Tylenol. So advocate for yourself. Kristen, you probably will say, nerve block, exactly. No, it's no, what did I break this? If I remember, I write down. It's just I keep forgetting about it. It's the I keep forgetting it. It's a triangle shaped bone. The hook of the hamate, exactly. The hook of the hamate. That's what I broke, and that's attached to the nerves, so that they had to cut through all the way down here and release the old nerve. Oh my God. And I just literally it took me 2 years to recover with my hands. Just now, actually 2.5. It's a goddamn big deal. Let me tell you guys. That's why it's so talking about, like, passionate about all this. Nervous system is something we need to take care of at all cost, like sleeping well, taking care of our brain, everything that relates to our gut, relates to our brain, we must take care of, because everything depends on that. Our muscles, our organs, functions, everything, the way we think, the way our body reacts, the way everything that we can, even our behavior. Like, if you didn't sleep well, you will be aggressive like a maniac. If you non-stop drink coffee and stimulants, and you just sleep late, and then you will be aggressive like a crazy person. And you will be anxious, everything will irritate you, all the noises, all the smell, everything will irritate you. It's because your brain is not, like, overloaded. And I will have videos about that. It's just crazy. Yes, and that's exactly why I built created the Scientist Total Health Transformation Protocol, where I focus on the combination and cross-section of mental health, physical health, and emotional health all together, because I saved my life like that way, with no medication, which I couldn't even take. But if I didn't advocate myself, and if I wouldn't be able to direct the ultra specialists, the micro specialists at Harvard, and said, here, this doesn't work, let's try this, the research showed this, let's try this, and all because I was like, my body was reacting like crazy. And so I had to find a gentle way that still will be able to heal me. Please go to watch my videos, watch my the 30-day journal with me challenge, and all my products and services. I'm telling you, that's exactly like my inner royalty journals. And when you look into my playlist, these are, you can get them on Amazon. This is where on my playlist where I did a third live 30-day journal with me challenge last summer. It's right there. And where I did life with you, wrote in the journal. And let me tell you, my friend, life-changing. Life-changing. And I also keep talking about, like, how I, balance the entire nervous system and, all of this together. And in that Scientist Total Health Transformation Protocol is structured and personalized path that designed for you for 4 weeks, comprehensive, to get to, like, actually feel healthy and feel better. For example, right now I'm working with a 75-year-old woman, and was so low of energy, really tired, and has a lot of stuff in the household to do. And because of her back pain and these and that, all of this together, and the eating habits, and the little bit of raise of blood sugar, like type 2 diabetes, and high blood pressure. So trying to bring the energy back, calm her stress down, because her blood pressure is related to stress, directly related to stress, because she has no history of any heart diseases. It's just straight up stress related. Her blood pressure is just like pumping up like crazy. So literally the first week we focused on changing the eating habits, but because of certain cultures and certain ages, it's hard to change people's mind for something that they have routine already. But I was able to very gently introduce a plan that they gently, without distributing, because you don't want to disturb people's routines and lifestyle, but just integrating in that. And that's the problem with all this diet plans, like do radical diet now, you just shred into, never works. Why? It's just full force. Your body's reacting to it because you disturb your body. Full stop. Gentle introduction. No, because why? Also, I would know that they wouldn't do it. Like, now, from now on, you cut sugar. For example, on our cancer channel, I talk about this. I give talks about cancer prevention, right? Based on cancer prevention and cancer patients, you talk about this because it's all about, you can't just say, cut sugar, don't drink Coke, stop smoking. You have to find a way, in a way that actually makes sense, and explain it in a way that makes sense. And in this, my protocol, gently introduction into that. So she was able to literally, I'm telling you, and these videos coming up also, I filmed it but I haven't had a chance to edit it yet, but literally on day 3, her energy came back. She was smiling. Before that, she was very stressed out. Her energy came back. She was smiling again. She was just like, go for it, right, kind of thing. The second week, we focused on calming her energy, stress level down, and during the day, without disturbing so much her schedule, integrating that, and this helped her so much in the first day. Let me tell you this. And the next week, the third, we were talking about it also, of course, depending on what everyone needs. And in that case, we will focus on her physical body, movement, etc. And that we will focus on. Again, it's very personalized, depending on you. I will structure it. And so, very, very happy that, and everything in life may be meant to be, that I went through this so that I can help others too, So the informations are below if you're interested, look into that. So, guys, I can't believe I'm here for 2 hours. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Oh my god. Yes, definitely, Kirsten, view them. Thank you. Exactly. Ria, stress and long-standing anger and unresolved emotions and trauma, which turns into bitterness and then resentment, which produces cancer. Yeah, because because your immune system is so, and your nervous system so messed up that your cortisol levels go up, and the cortisol levels, and I have a video. Yes, I have a video here. It's called Unhealthy Relationships Make You Sick, Make You Ill. Watch that video. It's a comprehensive video where I talk a lot about these cortisol level, the stress hormones, and how it affects also cancer. Exactly. Oh my god, Ria, definitely check that video out. It's called The Unhealthy Relationships Make You Ill. That's a great video. Definitely watch. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Every night. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you for being here. I really had fun tonight too. It was also for me a nice relaxation and calming down. And I do hope you find it helpful. Thank you. Exactly. Yes. Individualized is always the best. Exactly. And not cookie cutter. I keep talking just to the MDs and you can't just bombard me with some just textbook stuff. I'm getting killed because it's just not working for me, and you don't even acknowledging it, So I researched it myself, everything I did to save my life, because I said, listen, I have to save my life. I'm going downhill. My health affects my entire work. I just have to get out of this. Mental health, physical health, emotional health. I researched my blood out. I was like going because I have to get back on shape. Like I am just everything in my life affected like this. It was so hard, and I'm so happy that I feel so much better and get my health back, my life back, and so important because as I keep saying, we have nothing than our health. Nothing else is important, and that's why I do these things, because mental health is all the murder cases, all of these relationship triangles, all of this fake spirituality. Look at all the murder power, narcissism, power over juveniles, power over children, power, all the sexual abuses, right? I mean, it's just all to children, the abuse of children. I mean, it's all about power and money and narcissism. And it's actually very hardcore stuff, guys, and that's why I focus, and that's why I'm so against these YouTube channels, YouTubers, and making like music and let's talk about this murder. Okay, whoa, no. And let me tell you as a final note, I'm so happy that for the last several videos I make this, and I keep saying in my videos, justice for Officer O'Keefe. I want justice for Officer O'Keefe. Guess what? That's why the importance of this liking, sharing, people watching my videos. Why? Now I see in today other channels, people writing, I want justice. Exactly like justice for Officer O'Keefe, justice for Officer O'Keefe, justice for Officer O'Keefe. Oh my God, exactly. Like, this is so important. The more we spread the word and to understand what this is all about, and taking this seriously, taking this from societal level, learn lesson of what should we do better in our lives. For example, not drink like a maniac, yeah, and not your teenager, and let them behave and help them to raise like a nice gentleman, and not drink as a teenager, not just pumping around fists to everybody. I mean, there's so much to learn from these trials, and what to be aware of, what to be careful about. And I will do the eyes video. Oh my God. Eyes are everything. Let me tell you this. Literally 2 days ago, I did a test. It is a behavioral test for you. Just look at the eyes. It's a social behavioral test and gives a score. And I can also provide, I mean, by the way, if you would interested, I have a free e-newsletter, and I will give you so many more information there, and I can connect more personally there, and I would love to have you there. So I have a lot of like the scientist self-esteem assessment quiz and other information just for my subscribers and what have you. So definitely I will love it if you can subscribe. So what I'm saying here is because I look always in people's eyes. Eyes are the mirror to the soul, that people say. It's the truth. You can see everything with the eyes, everything. That's why look at John O'Keefe's eyes. Look at his eyes. You can see someone's heart through his or through someone's eyes, and the psychological impact of like psychiatric also from the eyes. And there is a test for that literally 2 days ago. I made this test, 36 question, I got 31 correct. 31 correct. So that shows that I really can see people's eyes and what they're thinking, what their behaviors are. So that's my proof. So I know what I'm talking about right here. And so that's a big score. So I got 31 out of 36. So I want to do I have already accumulated, like whatever I see in the videos, I take screenshots. I will show it to you, the video, because we can learn less. Exactly. I know, right? I know. I loved his eyes so much. Like, Officer Key. Oh my God, look at his eyes. Like, I would have loved to meet him. I swear to God. Like, I really would have loved to meet him because you can see his soul. Like, and you get the O'Keefe family. I mean, I can cry every time I talk about him. I don't know, guys. So, thank you, guys. Sending you so much love. I hope I see you on Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. And I am so happy for all of your beautiful, beautiful comments. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you so much, guys. I see you soon. Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you, Ria. You are so sweet. Bye. Bye,